What is going on, everybody? Welcome back to the channel. After Sound here, bringing you Splinterlands content every single day. We also stream right here on this channel every Tuesday, Thursday, and Sunday morning, so come by and say hello. All right, guys, got another answering Splinterlands comments here for you guys. Let's just go ahead and dive in because there's been a lot that's happened over the past week, and I actually have some comments that I might have let slip through the cracks. So we're going back just a little bit to make sure we got everybody here. So first one is from Why Not 1234. This on one of the previous answering comments. Make bots great again, I say. If we let bots back in Modern and the team put their own battle helper out there for all, then surely it would even it up. Because for me, it all went Pete Thong after the bot ban came in. Also, I would like Wild and I like Wild and think reward should be equal for both. You know, so you're not the only one who feels that way. I mean, it's again, I don't know where the sentiment would be, but it would just take away from the anti-competitive nature of the game. It would take away, well, again, if it's a for everybody and it's available to everybody, then I understand the argument. Actually, I can even support that argument. The question then becomes, is this the type of game that we want to play? And I'm leaning further and further away from it. I mean, it's a cool DeFi platform if we do that, and I just let my bot run, and I'm excited to see, you know, where the Splinterlands game goes. But in terms of it being an actual competitive game, right, like a mix between MTG and poker is how I define it, I think we would lose all of that if we just let bots run rampant. Then again, it's not even that I'm anti-bot. It's just, if it's just all bots and battle helpers, then what are humans even doing? So, you know, interesting thought. And again, you're not the only one, and you're not the only one also who left after the bot ban back in what was it, July of last year. Okay. So, user, OD says, if I remember correctly, okay, let me read more. If I remember correctly, there was a proposal to stop including Rebellion packs in reward chests, but it did not pass. That would mean the team should put Rebellion packs in our chest. Those packs should be entitled to Modern format, but seems they have no plan of including packs in chests. You know, if I remember correctly, that was a really convoluted thing, that proposal and just situation, because I don't remember what it was, but it's almost like there was a double negative there because the team decided that they weren't going to put it, and then to put it in actually failed or something like that. It was weird. But if you go back, I think you'll see that you know, we're not supposed to be putting it in. Also, on top of that, I think not putting it into chest has been one of the best things to help it preserve its value overall. So I'm still in favor of keeping them out of chest at this point. But that's just me. Okay, on the NEDEC Catalyst, this is from FactTube. I prefer cards are only one level, where we don't have to combine 400 cards together. This was so confusing to me when I first started the game. The gameplay will be much better and simpler if everyone has the same cards and we don't have to face max decks, plus renting and selling will become much simpler. Bro, you gotta use some kind of punctuation. This is the longest run-on sentence I've seen today. Okay, and we really can use a better front end battle page like arena style with better sound effects and animation, where we can even buy skins and DEC. And okay, this is hard. Lastly, I think the DAO should rent their SPS on the market. Okay, I'm actually okay with that. I think the DAO could rent that SPS out, whatever income is burned, because we could just use that for DEC. But the problem is the DAO has so much SPS that they could easily undercut the marketplace. I also believe that there's probably a better way for them to go about doing it. Granted, they don't have all of their SPS staked. I think it's only like 2 million or so. But either way, again, not terrible ideas. In fact, after playing some other TCGs that reminded me of old TCGs back in the day, I'm kind of over leveling up cards too. Like, I'm excited about Moon cards, for example, but I hope that I'm able to just be competitive with like level 1 cards and have fun. If I'm not, I think that game is going to lose its luster relatively quick for me. I mean, I'll still play and it'll be fun, but yeah, I agree with you, especially after playing Parallel. It reminds me of like MTG. I just want to have like 3 or 4 max cards per deck. Is that okay? Or do I really need 400 of them? Okay, so Iced NFT says price is down now to, oh, okay, hold on. This is all Parallel stuff, so let's skip through that. Okay, Edo Felby says more SPS sellers means many are dissatisfied or lack confidence in the project. Solid project with lack of visibility. Yeah, I think there's definitely people selling out, but keep in mind also, you know, when your reward token is the same as like the governance token and it's rewarding for everything, people are going to take profit from that, right? So even LPs, I always call it LPs, even though we've reduced LPs slightly, even if you wanted to reinvest back into the game, you have to sell SPS, which is just a terrible design. I get it. I mean, that's just how it is, but it just sucks. And that's what we get for renting liquidity. So sorry, Smurf says, who says that vouchers will not be usable for the promo event? The team will take the DEC instead of burning it, while the vouchers will be burned. I mean, the team is trying to raise money from this. Sorry, I Smurf. It doesn't say that voucher will be usable. I mean, let's just wait and see what they say. So my guess is fine. Maybe if they do include vouchers, maybe they provide a small discount. But again, the team is trying to raise money here, so I just cannot imagine them using. I mean, they've used vouchers in the past for discounts, so maybe that'll be the case. But the design is going to be completely different. So the cards may be for sale half off, right? So maybe those legendaries will be $16, and maybe the community will be able to stomach that better. So that's not a terrible idea, but I don't think you'll be able to just go all in for vouchers because the team is expecting revenue from this. And if we just do all vouchers, they have to burn all of it or dump the vouchers on the market. I don't think they want to do either. Okay, so Supreme Victory says, dude, so crazy. I just started playing this game again yesterday, bought a few packs, staked them, and I'm already getting influence dropped. Well, welcome back, Supreme Victory. All right, the game is pretty entertaining so far, a little bit confusing, but I do enjoy the fact that I'm playing different game with the cards I'm familiar. Oh, this is on the Splinter Royale. Okay, so stake them. Okay, that's very cool. Although they did change the abilities on cards, it's still a pretty good time. Awesome. Well, I mean, I'm all for other games coming in and utilizing and adding value to the current assets here. All right, so Techno says, please not another Splinter Forge. I'm highly disappointed by this last. I don't know. I haven't tried it yet. So Tail says, I imagine teams such as Splinter Forge, Peak Monsters, and others will be watching this proposal very closely. Yeah, I don't know if it's passing or not. So we'll have to wait and see when it goes live. Our iHorse says, why do we do another play to earn game when none of them are doing well? They like to pump what game is new, like Soulkeep, then sell you packs and forget about it. Come on, it's rudimentary. Okay, GLX is a scam. Soulkeep still waiting. Splinter Forge worth nothing. Golem Overload. Okay, well, keep in mind, Splinter Forge, Golem Overload have nothing to do with Splinterlands. Those are different people altogether. Soulkeep was part of Splinterlands. It's no longer. GLX was part of the Splinterlands ecosystem. It's now been separated out. But I get your frustration, man. I totally do. All right, so let's see. Firebolt says, Soulkeep will save Splinterlands. Come on, man. Anyways, since we're in the subject, we already sink in waters, and it turns out Splinterheads could swim underwater for a long time. What's up, Richard? You got my push and shove tokens. Thank you so much for the auto like. Appreciate you. I don't know what this symbol is, but sure, we'll give it a heart just in case. All right, Eiffelbridge says, I feel like the game is not there yet. It needs more polish before I would like to give SPS rewards to it. I like the idea, though. Okay, very cool. Well, that's some good feedback, hopefully, for the team. All right, so Ardnick says, you've said, meaning me, many times in the last few months, the Splinterlands is lagging BTC pumps, specifically this video referencing 3070K and dropped 50% at the same time. But note, BTC ran from 3K to 20K from March 2020 to December 2020, smashing its all-time high, and Splinterlands was still relatively unknown. Bitcoin hit all-time high in May of 2021 at 65K, and Splinterlands was still unknown. Splinterlands didn't take off until July due to the airdrop when crypto market was in a pullback. The catalyst was the airdrop. I don't disagree with any of that. Among a gaming bull run that started with Axie Infinity, got eclipsed by Metaverse in fall 2021. So I wouldn't look to BTC being the catalyst, not defending Splinterlands. I'm bearish on the project and have been long Echelon Prime. Here we go. Let's go. All right. Since August, September of last year, because new coins don't have baggage. I agree. But also noting what's popping off this cycle has been airdrops, AI, and meme coins. There's no catalyst here. Okay. So I think we're both somewhat bearish on Splinterlands then. I don't disagree with you on any of that. Now, the thing is, what's going to be the catalyst now, right? Because here's the thing. A lot of other gaming tokens that are established, and I would say that Splinterlands at that time was not established, right? Because DEC was not designed to move with the market. DEC was completely decoupled, and it was like half of its peg value because all you could do was like burn it for guilds and burn it for, what's that called? Dice packs back then. So, you know, it wasn't correlated. There was no pump because there was nothing to pump, right? Like it was just this game that didn't have a token associated with it, and it was kind of just in obscurity. I would say that at this point, you can't compare it like apples to apples because it is no longer in obscurity. I mean, it is very obscure and it's all the way in the deep dark shelves of crypto. But it's no longer obscure. It's been it's part of the gaming conversation. It's definitely known, if not ignored, right? And so when you look at like the rest of the gaming tokens trending with their governance tokens trending in the same way that Bitcoin is, and we're not, that's what I'm trying to call out here. Now, I've also said, right, even though I'm checking to see that correlation, I think we're completely decoupled. Splinterlands can do kind of its own thing, but what concerns me a little bit going into this bull run, let's say we don't really follow Bitcoin, at least not majorly. What is going to be tough is if the best that we can do is 3.5 cents when we launch a new expansion and a new mini game, right? Land, if you want to call it that. And we can just go from, 1.5 to 3.5 cents. What are we going to have to do to get to 5-10 cents? I don't know. I think it'll be a while until we burn enough of the necessary SPS, enough of the DEC and then SPS. But I don't know. That's just me. All right. So KQ says we should all really vote for this one. Just saying, here's my 2 cents. Very cool. That's for the Splinter Royale game. All right. So Christopher says, I think we just need to let Soulkeep be Soulkeep. It's exciting in that it's finally coming together, but there's a better chance Soulkeep doesn't save Splinterlands than it does. Let's not make this another thing people get super excited about. Well, I got to get people excited about something. I mean, I'm excited about the game and the way that I'm excited about Soulkeep. And I'm not disagreeing with you, Christopher, but the way that I'm excited about it saving the economy is I just think that the marketing and the reach is going to be so much wider for Double Coconut. So at the end of the day, if we look, come back a year from now, I think there'll be more people playing Soulkeep, potentially, right, than Splinterlands. Again, that all depends on what the Splinterlands team can do from a marketing perspective later this year. But we already know that Soulkeep has the connections. Let's see if they can actually deliver and execute on them. Okay, so SPS Aurora for Splinter Royale. So Christopher is saying, I tried to play this game a few weeks ago for the first time. I didn't really get it. It didn't help that every card it plays was a Rebellion card since I don't own any or play any Rebellion cards. Maybe I'm missing something. I don't have strong feelings one way or another. We just smothered one of the biggest attractions in the ecosystem to save a small amount of SPS inflation. I can't see the DAO turning around and giving out this way. Well, we'll have to wait and see. I mean, again, it's a tiny amount. They're asking for 1.8. Whereas we were giving way more than that with the DAO, with the LPs. But for me, it's more a principle thing. I want to be able to reward good behavior in the sense of providing value to the ecosystem overall. So yeah, I haven't looked at the numbers. I haven't checked out the game. I'll be honest about that. I voted yes in the pre-proposal. I have yet to do my due diligence for when it actually goes live, if it does go live as an actual proposal. But it's more just the idea wanting to support it. Okay, so Roni says, how does this game value the How does this game add value to the ecosystem? Well, it provides another potential sink. If people like playing that game, it uses DEC, SPS. I don't know about vouchers, but it sounds like it even uses cards. So anything that comes in and adds utility to existing assets, to me, adds value. Radagaskar says, I really like the game. It's like Battlegrounds on Hearthstone. I have more hope for this project than Soulkeep, GLG, or Moon Cards. Well, that's pretty good. All right, so Fat Jimmy says, been saying that SPL needs a free-to-play version of Ranked for years now. Please, SPL, make it free. Man, you are not the only one. Mondroy did a great interview with People's Guild that I think should be considered. I'm just saying. All right, so Jedi Alpha saying, I would like to support this, but a percentage of this SPS is currently planned for botted accounts within this game. Oh, I didn't know that. My view is that SPL is managing any ROI for bots and is gradually reducing over time. Adding SPS to this project provide more multi-account bot leaks is not helpful. Okay, well, learn something new. Please post a video on the free cards to use if you want to win every match. What are we talking about? For Soulkeep? The game's not out yet. If you're talking about Splinterlands, you can't use free cards. I don't know what you're talking about. If you could be a little bit more specific, that would be helpful. All right, Neverside, or in Neverside, is Soulkeep not going to be multiplier, so it's going to miss out the competitive aspect? I think it'll be a flash in the pan, unfortunately. What bums me out about Splinterlands, long-time holder, by the way, is that Arcade Colony is doing what Splinterlands was supposed to become. I could have sworn that was the vision I heard in the town hall, and now Arcade Colony is its own separate thing. Yeah, man, that bums me out too, because I had that vision for Splinterlands, and then they split it out elsewhere, and so now I no longer. I mean, Matt came in and like I said. And I'm not even trying to say this is nothing against Matt. I think Matt came in doing what he thought was the right thing to do in terms of scaling down the scope of what Splinterlands was. Whereas Aggie really sold us on this vision of creating this whole ecosystem of games. Now, obviously with the split, Aggie's gone off and he's going to do that ecosystem of games with GLS and Arcade Colony. Whereas Matt is now very much just focused on the trading card game and land. And, if stuff happens in the future, awesome. But that is not the focus. So that was one of the biggest that was one of the biggest letdowns for me 6-7 months ago whenever the changeover happened, because I was like, oh yeah, this project's no longer going to be what I thought it was going to be, which sucks, right? Because I love the game. But yeah. All right, so Adam Blackwell says, hell no, use your own money. So you want them to print a brand new token out of thin air. Awesome. All right, so KGM says, thanks for the update, Aftersound. Sitting on my 70 packs of Nightmare, getting 6 SPS a day for it. All right, let's go. Forgot all about this. Thanks for the spotlight. Oh, that's Splinter Rail. All right, so Supreme says, I do not see this vision at all. I have no faith in Double Coconut whatsoever. They did not deliver when they were in bed with Splinterlands. Shouldn't they just be able to turn the game on if it was already completed? Beta comes out. Maybe July game releases, maybe December. All right, somebody's very bearish on this. So, firstly, I will say this. I'm giving Double Coconut somewhat of a blank slate here, because whatever happened last year was not their fault. There was a lot of internal drama, which we only found out about in September, right? And they even kind of alluded to that in one of their blog posts, saying that they wanted to release the game. They were ready to, right? And they'd even given a date of May, but it sounds like there was an internal struggle, right? But between, I don't know, the board, Aggie, Matt, whoever it was. Aggie has even said that he was trying so hard to release this game before he got booted. So I'm not holding this on Double Coconut. I want to give them a blank slate. They said after they acquired it in February, 2 to 3 months. They're shooting for May. That's 3 months. If they can get it out in May, that would be awesome. It sounds like they're trying to add more utility, more levels and things like that, and this multiplayer tournament thing, which I think could be cool. Probably needs it, because if the game was just sitting idle from last year and there wasn't anything and they just launched it, I think people would get bored relatively quickly. So I think they had to go in and add a little more spice and probably figure out how to design it in a way where, you know, the rewards aren't just given out all the time. My guess, and this is just a complete guess, is they're going to have it so that the more you play, the higher up you rank, it's going to be like a daily leaderboard. And that daily leaderboard pays out SPS rather than you win SPS for every time you go. Again, that would be fundamentally different from what we were told earlier, but I'm just trying to think, like, with 1 million SPS, what can they do? How would they design it? How would the rewards go? Maybe I'm right, maybe I'm wrong. I'm not trying to be bearish. In fact, I'm just trying to be open-minded about what this new format could bring. But that's where I'm at with Soulkeep. Again, we'll give them another month and a half and see where things are at. Alex says, no, Soulkeep won't save anything. Banana says, I wrote out a bunch of stuff and deleted it. I will just say this. I hope you are right. Me too, I guess. Asmund says, SPL does not need saving. Okay, let's go to... Oh, there's a lot of comments here. All right. So SIM, Jay, let's go with that. So they said that if the proposal would not pass, the pricing would be similar. No place is to say the voucher will not be to be able to use as a payment. If they don't include vouchers, I will be so mad. Okay, it looks like there was a lot of discussion here. Again, I wasn't saying it as fact. I was just saying that they're trying to raise money. So, oh, there you go. Hi, guys. Nate just confirmed in the tavern vouchers will be accepted. Rejoice. Okay, so maybe they're going to have some kind of discount then, which would be good. I want to see voucher utility. I was actually disappointed that we weren't going to get that voucher utility. All right, so let's see. Staying in wild with my, this is Gathering the Magic. Staying in wild with my accounts. I actually just missed getting into champion with my main account. Can't wait to open gold and diamond chest tomorrow. Yo, guys, look at this. I'm only 1 day behind. Autofeed says ratings matter. Another one. DJ, what's up, Ronan? Or Ronamo? My gosh, look at this. We're so close. We're so close to the end. But I'm not going to catch up today just because, oh, no, there's still a lot. And I don't want this to be one of those like super long videos. Where are we at? Okay, so we'll do a couple more and then call it a day. And then I'll do this once again in a couple days. And hopefully we will catch up then. All right. My computer's lagging, so let's just find it again. All right, so Christopher says, oh, I was talking about more glint in wild. More glint isn't going to help match liquidity in modern. Incentivizing behavior on a mass scale is never as simple as anyone thinks. Most of the time, when you try to incentivize behavior by adding value to one option, it backfires, usually for unforeseen reasons. Human psychology is far more complicated than the carrot stick. I hope they get those bots up and running soon. I think they did. Did they not? I haven't been playing in modern, so I don't know. I'm still letting the bot run for now. Okay, so yep, ratings inflation in wild is just stupid. I play my lousy alt account in wild manually, and I'm in diamond 1. If I was botting it, it'd probably be in champ by now. That's just okay. No, no other way to put it. Until they figure out a way to not allow accounts with basically zero investment. Yeah, I mean, ratings inflation is out of control there, but I'll take it for the glint. All right, Plexus. Game as it is seems intriguing when you start to play, then very repetitive after you figure it out. Limited card options. I wouldn't say so, man. I still think the game is fun. I just apparently suck at it. So I'm letting the bot do the thing for now while I'm playing other games. But that's just where it's at. I don't not enjoy the game. I think I'm just taking a little break. All right, so yeah, you're right. We need some game that is worth our time, and if we enjoy doing it right, that's a bonus there. Very cool. Okay, so you might be getting more due to bot being better playing for a type of battle. You're not wrong, Kevin, because it's playing at a higher level too. Okay, so Jedi says, very interesting points. Last season, I ended up getting 200k reward chase per battle in Wild and only 50k in Modern, but I bought it from mid-season. I'm playing Modern again this season. Hopefully I can do better. Okay, let's go ahead and cut it here. I think this is good. Oh, Phoenix is right there. Phoenix is usually where I end. All right, well, it's all right. We'll change it up this time around. All right, guys, that is all I have for you guys in this video. I hope you are all doing fantastic and have a great, rest of day, weekend, night, whatever it is. I'm sorry I won't be able to do a couple live streams up ahead. Just it's going to be a busy weekend. Got some family coming into town. So I'm just giving a little bit of an update here. But I hope you guys are all enjoying the new reward rework, the new format, and all of it. I'll catch y'all later. Peace.